But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace and this is The Candy Shop. I'm going to drop the link for Sunny in the comments. So she can get in. And I was just on the phone with her, so I'm dropping the link now for Sunny. But how's everybody doing this evening? I wanted to talk on this current situation going on. The only time I've talked about stuff like this is really when the Monica All About the Tea thing happened originally. I don't like to talk about beefs too much. And I don't know if you watch my channel, if you notice, I'm real vague if I do talk about it. But I did want to talk about it tonight because I think it's getting out of hand, and I do have a couple of unpopular opinions. So I'm waiting for Sunny to get here because I definitely want to get into this. If you're in my chat, say hello. I see 19 people watching in the bushes, but I see nobody in the chat. So I'm going to give Sunny a few minutes. But yeah, thank you to all my new subscribers. You're now sugar babies. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, The Candy Shop. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get into it. So yesterday, Monica gave her response to Nosey Heaux Live, which I thought was very interesting and random. It came out of nowhere. She had John Yates, Down the Rabbit Hole, and Wiley on there giving their opinions on, I guess, the current situation with everything that's gone down. And so I just thought it was mighty convenient. We already know. The last time I've watched her channel was a few months ago after the situation occurred. Let's see. I don't know why my chat is disabled. Hold on just for a second. I'm going to check a setting real quick on YouTube. No wonder nobody could chat. And let's see. Bear with me just for a moment while I view this on YouTube, because I want to see y'all chats. I don't know why my chat is disabled. It should be working. I might have to change a setting in the video. So I'm sorry if you guys can't chat. I think I know what it is. And I'm going to send Sunny the link again as well. And actually, I'm going to post the link so she can see. And then I'm going to try to disable the chat because this is crazy. Okay. So let me just take this. Okay. Tell me if you guys can see the chat now. If you're in the chat, see it. Let me know if you can chat in it. I think I made it available now. If not, let me know. Or Sunny, let me know. So I'm going to try to do this again. I don't know why my chat is disabled. Okay, great. So thank you. I don't know what was going on with my chat. I think it was something dealing with kids. Okay. So hello everybody. I'm sorry my my chat was disabled. I'm dropping the link for Sunny. Hey Aviel. Hi. I think it's 727. I think that's how I pronounce your name. Hey, Carla, and hey, Samaya. Yes, so I'm glad I can see you. I'm like, it's all these people watching, but nobody can chat. I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, can you see me back here? You was like, no. I was like, oh shit.
Yes, but no. When I started, I don't usually, and I've told you this all the time, Sunny. I don't like to cover beef stories and things of that nature because one, I don't want no smoke. I have a lot to lose, and I know how reckless my mouth can be. So that's why I don't do the back and forth. I prefer peace. So, hey everybody. Hey Vegas girl. Hey Carla. Hey Sherry. Hey Reparations. And hey, Nikki Pooh, Empathetic Starseed. Hey, my kiddo. And hey, Cotty B. And thank you, reparations. So, and hello, my good life. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I feel it's a lot of hypocrisy surrounding this situation. And I know some content creators have even said that, but I really can see it. And the reason why I feel it's hypocrisy, because right now, Monica is playing this victim role. Like she hasn't done anything. Everybody is back liking Monica, which is interesting to me. And to me, all of them are the same. No, nobody is the victim or innocent in this situation. Mm-hmm. So, hey, Marcella.
Hey, Marcella.
Hey, unapologetic.
My kiddo. Okay.
Yes, kiddo. Oh, yeah. Let me do the allegedly banner. So the thing about Monica yesterday, she got up there. She claimed her live was about Nosey Heaux. And she talked about her probably 2 seconds. The whole live was spent on her beef, I feel, with Sherelle's World. And that's really pretty much all they talked about. She did shout out some of the other content creators that are covering the story that she liked. I'm not going to say their names here. But yeah, I just thought it was a trip. What are your thoughts on it before I get too deep into it?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Okay. So to be honest with you guys, I feel that Monica, the avatar, is a hypocrite and fake.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's it. Yes. I agree with you. And I don't like this whole narrative of like what reparations says, what is in the background with them too. They seem like frenemies now. Exactly. It seems fake. And someone said it up here. It was a lot of clout chasing going on in that live. And I hate that I wasted my time. Hey, Natasha, I hate that I wasted my time watching it. It was a clickbait title. I didn't watch the part 2. I guess apparently the part 2 was on John Yates' channel. Yeah, I named him on John Yates' channel.
You should hashtag him too.
No, but I didn't care for it at all. She's not a victim here. No. She's definitely not the victim. I think this is a ploy for her to try to get more clicks and views and to try to get people back on her side. And then with how she was talking with the light voice, the motherly tone, like, yes, I was bullied and harassed all summer long. And woe is me. That's how she seemed the whole time.
You're going to get, you don't do that to people and karma's going to come and get you. I'm like, karma? Mm-hmm. You've been doing this this is what you do. You do it. Oh, you do it. You just got what you got because of what you did to T.I. and his family and whoever else you talked about was ugly and fat and whatever else. You're just as nasty, but she plays this little game of being this innocent person. And, I was just like, she's such, a gaslight, just gaslighting, tried to gaslight the rabbit. The rabbit didn't fall for it. She tried to of course she's going to gaslight JY because,
yeah,
Wiley is just loud.
Wiley is a mess. Like the whole show, he was tripping from the prayer that was on there with that lady. I'm sorry. YouTube has a bunch of weirdos. I'm gonna just say it. And so that lady came on there praying for one. If it had been me, I'm sorry, I would have had to drop her off the show. Yeah, I don't need none of those prayers over me.
They went to arguing and like, what is going on?
Yes. Oh, thank you. My life is good. Yes. So it was a hot mess. And Keaton said, you think, hey, Keaton? Yes, it was definitely scripted. Monica sounded scripted like she was reading. She always sounds like she's reading something. Wiley, on the other hand, I don't know if he was scripted or not because he was just talking out the side of his mouth. Or what is it? Out the side of his neck?
Out the side of his neck or mouth or ear or his left eye.
Yes, Monica Monica is very conniving, and I don't feel like she's the victim. The only victim I see in here are those people that got doxxed in Nosey Heaux Live's investigation.
Right.
And so those are the victims. Those are the real victims. Right. But as for Monica, I know time has gone by, but ma'am, I haven't forgot. That's what I want to tell her. I didn't forget. I didn't forget about what she did to Apple Watts. I didn't forget what she did to T.I. and Tiny's children. And when the panel, right before it disbanded, like the whole energy on that panel was becoming like mean girlish. You can't sit with us. It was a nasty energy on that panel. And part of that was due to her and her nastiness. So no, she does not. Monica does not get any sympathy from me. Yesterday, whatever she tried to do, it was definitely clout chasing. It was definitely random and weird. And she still didn't get a lot of views. Like nothing like what she used to get.
Right there. Because she used to get like 90,000, almost 100. Oh, I think one video I saw, she had like 100,000 views, something crazy. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, she doesn't have, I don't think she has her subscribers left. So they're just floating out here in YouTube land, you know. Her subscribers and those subscribers.
Exactly. And Wendy Lucas said, and who was she referring to as something lesbian? It seemed like she was trying to refer to Plez, but that's allegedly. You see, I have my allegedly here. I don't know. For some reason, you can tell she still has a disdain towards Plez, and Plez has not done anything to her, but really just left the show. Even when she left, she never made any videos or anything. And thank you, Marcella. Yes, 100. So I just don't know what it is with her and Plez. And somebody was like, she lit the match and ran off. So,
I don't think Plez lit the match. Here's my assessment on the whole situation. I think Monica was probably a little intimidated by Plez because a lot of people liked Plez. You know, I think that Monica felt like maybe Plez was still in her spotlight. Monica is a narcissist. I will say this. I've said it on my show several times. Last night, if you saw the
Am I freezing? Did I freeze or did Sunny freeze? Hello? I don't know if I'm frozen or Sunny is frozen. But I want to hear what Sunny had to say. So that may be her connection. Okay, so Sunny froze. I wanted to hear what she was going to say. I'm going to pull her out. And Sunny, when you unfreeze, I'll add you back in. You might have to go out and come back in. I don't know how you froze. But I'll get to some of these comments. I'm going to go back into some of them. But I see W1. He said Monica is like a fire hydrant. She has H2O on the inside and K9P on the outside. Exactly. Plez represents the unwanted feeling Monica experienced early in life.
There you go.
Exactly. So what can you finish your thought? Because I was wondering what you were going to say. Hey, Evangelist Val.
What was I saying?
You started talking about Monica being jealous of Plez and...
Yeah, I think she was jealous of her because a lot of people liked Plez, you know. Although she wasn't always correct, Plez, but people liked her. They liked the energy that she brought. If she didn't agree, she really wouldn't say anything. She would sit back and just listen. She wouldn't say much, you know. You could just tell there was something there that she didn't like. Monica just has a way of sitting there pretending like she's like the queen on top of the throne, and these are my minions that I've served to you guys, you know.
Yeah.
The court gestures I've brought to you to put on the show for you all, you know. It's just she has a very condescending way of speaking.
Exactly. Marcella said, why respond now 3 months later? Everyone needs to move on and bring people together. I didn't understand why why she threw the panel again under the table. Basically, I don't know what it was. And it was like she barely talked about Nosey Heaux.
Right.
If anything, Wiley said a few words, but after that, they were on Sherelle's World and they were talking about the panel. And so she really had no accountability for anything. It was, again, the woe is me.
Mm-hmm.
Natasha said the funniest was the man who cussed people out for 8 hours, telling people to be respectful of the callers. What? I didn't see that. Was that in the, what was that? Tell me what that was. Jam said that woman is toxic, acid, and others are happy to do her bidding, which is seriously sick. Yes, I agree. I think I'm missing some comments. Okay. Candy, what color lipstick are you wearing today? It's like it's thank you. It's like a burnt red. I have to look at the actual name. It's berry something. Plez was classy even when she left. Plez's maturity. Yes, she was jealous of that. Plez wasn't a pick-me like beefy Monica. Right. Monica at times did come off like a pick-me. Aviel said, I notice every time it starts to die down, she pops back up and tries to start drama again. Yeah, for those clicks and views. And I think she's she's doing like a little test to see if she can bring back some of those viewers.
Right.
And bring up the bull. Hey, BJ. Yvette said Monica was focused on how much everyone was bringing in on YouTube. Yeah, she was. She because she mentioned what the rabbit said: follow the money, follow those numbers. Most of all, people like Plez for being herself, authentic.
Her real issue is with Sherelle's World. That's her real issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else she doesn't really have an issue with. It's Sherelle.
Yeah, and Sherelle's World is like, I guess, her biggest competitor in this niche.
Right.
And so Sherelle now is getting a lot of the views. I'm way behind in these comments. I want to put some of them up. But yeah, it was a complete, to me, it was a shit show. I'm not gonna lie. Wiley was a mess. And someone mentioned that he's off his meds right now. He did mention that on the show, but he was just talking so crazy. He liked the fact that Nosey Heaux does the race for play or whatever that is.
Oh, when she
yes.
When she's called up on a John or whatever she does on her webcam and likes to be called the N-word and stuff.
Yes. I like the rabbit with how she reacted to a lot of it. And she herself says she has a poker face. So I did like that. But yeah, Monica says she liked all those content creators that are talking about her and going back and forth.
Because it keeps her relevant.
Mm-hmm. Is this a social experiment? Right. At least we are forgiven. Yes. Yes, misery loves company. Wendy said, and what's more wrong, Plez was leaving respectfully. That is correct. And ain't asked for nobody to help her do a damn thing, but the avatar want to keep them in her mouth. She does. And she acted like she was just stabbed in the back when the rest of the panel left, because she's trying to make it seem like nobody told her they were leaving. She was good with everybody. And I just feel like she's gaslighting right there in the situation. She also sends trolls out to see who's talking about her and to keep her narrative out there. I believe it. She's not going to recover like Tasha K did. No, I don't think she will, because the thing hurting her is that avatar. She won't show her face. And so that's like she's just being a coward. She's hiding behind that avatar. She keeps saying she has to protect herself. If you did nothing wrong, what are you protecting yourself from? If she's the victim, no one should be coming after you.
Right. I'm an angel.
Yes. I could not take it. Like, her voice, she was just a very extra yesterday.
Yeah.
And she did say that she didn't dox Plez. They made that clear that the other lady, the interviewer, did. With that being on her platform, though, legally, of course, she can't get in trouble because she's not the one that did it, but she's still associated with it. Like,
she gave her that information. Let's be real transparent here. I'm sure the avatar gave that information to her interviewer to dox her.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the kind of person she is. I mean, you know, let's just be 100. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling besides John Yates, or excuse me, JY. Because that's his friend of 8 years, and he'll probably do anything for her. And he's probably never seen her anyway. You know, he doesn't even know who the hell she is. So, yeah, she gives out information and she lets them do the dirty work. And while she sits up on her throne as the queen, you know, over her little minions and plays this victim. She's slick with it. That's why I always say she's very smart and she knows how to play the game.
She definitely does. And it's like I'm sorry, the way that she moves, she's a manipulator. And it's very apparent. And yeah, I like Miss Monica, if you're watching, I didn't fall for anything that you did. Nothing about your performance yesterday swayed me. To me, it made her look even more guilty and even worse than what she actually was. So the reason why I say there's hypocrisy is because some of these people that were holding her accountable is now fan clubbing her again and singing her praises, and I'm just shocked by it. And you're free to follow who you want to follow, but it's like it's this witch hunt. The Salem witch trials. That's what it feels like. It's like they are looking for a new witch. Every week is somebody new that they want to put the target on, versus really still paying attention to the person that started it all, that caused it all, and that did all that bull. Like, I'm going to hold everybody accountable. Right. I'm not going to just be like, oh, okay, this week I'm on this person. So I feel like I'm getting heated. That's why I don't like talking about this stuff, because it's just YouTube. But I just don't like when people do bull and then they hurt a lot of people. So,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was sitting there watching it and I was like, she is so cunning. She's cunning, and she is a manipulator. She is a gaslighter, you know. I'm just sitting here like, she tried to gaslight the rabbit. I'm going to tell you, she tried to use the rabbit to make a comment about Marcella. But the rabbit flipped it on her and was like, you know, let me ask you a question. Because, you know, the rabbit is like, Marcella didn't do anything to me. This is about you and Marcella, not me and Marcella. You know, so she's slick. She wants everybody else to comment while she slides to the side. Well, I didn't say that. You know, when I picture her this woman that has always walked into the room and had her nose in the air, like as if she was better than everyone else. That's how she comes off, you know, just through the way she speaks and the way she talks about people, and she calls people fat and whatever, you know. I'm biracial. I'm Nigerian. I'm like, girl, you biracial through 23andMe. I don't know what you are. According to Nosey, you just a dark-skinned Black woman.
But the thing is, with her, I just wonder why that type of stuff even matters. Like, it just shows how kind of messed up she is overall, and the complexities and different insecurities that she has within her. This is why she hides behind this avatar, because she does a lot on race and her color and all this other bull. Like, ma'am, if we can't even see you, who you really are, why does it even matter?
A lot of it has to do with self-hatred with her.
Yeah.
You know, I that's the one thing I will agree with Nosey with. It's a lot of self-hatred going on there. So she puts up this avatar that's different than what she, you know, she puts up an avatar that she wished she looked like, you know.
Mm-hmm. And to be completely honest, because I know people that in the comments, unapologetic, named who it might be. At this point, I don't even care who she is.
She is official.
Yeah. I just really, like, she needs to just figure some things out. Stop manipulating and hurting people. She can hide behind the avatar all she wants to, because clearly she's not moving from it. But as for her identity, now it's like it doesn't even matter. It's been so much that has transpired in the situation. The situation did go too far. That is my opinion on that. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's to the point where it's like I'm just done with it. Like, I wash my hands of it. But yeah, her popping up. Hey, Hood Life Chronicles.
Up Hood.
Yes, her. I'm gonna drop this link soon so some of us can come up. Anybody that wants to come.
44 likes, but 73 watching. You need to play some music.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin Samuels. Play the music or that girl dancing.
Right. Y'all need to hit those like buttons.
Yes, make sure you hit the like. Anybody that wants to come up and join us, you can.
Hit the like buttons and subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
She said, "What text message people talking about?" I don't know. What text?
We're still talking about the rabbit dropping the text message.
Oh,
so debonair. We still on that. You know.
I was gonna say I thought we were talking about Monica's text messages. Monica, because it's like she's been named and stuff. I didn't know, but yeah. Yes, definitely hit that like button. Thank you, Hood Life. Rosa said she wants everybody to do her dirty work and she smiles behind it, but one day she's gonna fall flat and the rest of the ones in the circle with the avatar won't show her face. Let's see, won't show that face. Shaking my head. Yes. But yeah, it's definitely a mess. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I want to get the Jim's comment as well. Yes, please hit that like button. Jim says, sorry, but the rabbit is suspect too, sus too. Yeah, I can agree with that. As much as I like the rabbit, I'd like watching her channel because I do like the ID channel. So I am all about investigation. It's just sometimes though, the way that she moves, and I understand in these YouTube streets, you really can't trust anyone, but like to constantly show the receipts of people that put trust in you, it is kind of like, yeah, if I ever talk with the rabbit, I just know I may be recorded or I'm definitely not sending no messages, but yeah, I do like the rabbit's channel. But yeah.
Let me say this about the rabbit. I did my little interview. I like her because I saw a different side. I don't make judgments on people that quick anyway. I sit back and I assess the situations all the time. But I think part of the reason why the rabbit dropped those text messages was because she's supporting Tolbert, right? And a lot of that was due to Debonair apology to Tolbert. And that's why she dropped those specifically, but so Debonair had already told us about that. So I don't know why dropping that is a big deal.
Well, she did though. His weren't the only ones that were dropped. She dropped like everybody's. And so princesses, like anybody that she had a conversation with, she kind of dropped it. And I believe that's kind of like her MO. And I know it's to protect herself, but sometimes when people put trust in speaking with you, it's like now I know. Now I see you. I see that it's a possibility. And hey, AT2, I see that it's a possibility that if a conversation that we have later on, if you get upset with me, you will put this out there for everybody to see. And so that
you always be on top of your game.
Yes, that's all that it is.
You know, I always tell people you always got to stay 10 steps ahead in front of folks. And just in general. What's up, AT2?
Oh, Unapologetic said you can support MT and not give his personal text messages. I don't give a F who you are. She is a shitty person, period. Woo! You going in Unapologetic.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, Monica, I want to still keep the conversation on Monica though. Because Monica is the main one. Like Monica, I ain't forgot. She like, I feel like sometimes when she's saying she likes these channels, she's wanting people to focus on them or be upset with them. And so she's purposely saying, oh, I like this. I like that. So yeah,
like last night when she loved charisma so much.
Yes.
She said, girl, don't be streaming my live. What, you streaming my live? Oh, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. And then, ended up striking the girl's channel.
Yes. And so that's why, and thank you for subscribing. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm still focused on you, Monica. I ain't forgot. Jim said, "Mad days always come. Who delegated her savior? Just bogus. Light always shine on dark," and
That's
that is definitely true. Yes, that is definitely true. Marcella said, hurt people, hurt people. I know the avatar is hurt. She is opening old wounds for herself. Heal and move on. The panel have moved on. We are doing great with our content. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. And so I wish Monica could move on. And I think her channel could do okay if she would just move on. But it's like she keeps coming up. Her and John Yates. Here we go again.
JY needed to make that money to get his payment this month. He needs that rent money. That's why he was on there, and they're gonna have a part 2. That's why I can't wait for part 2. They need that extra money to pay those bills, y'all. This is why she did it. She did it probably for him, for him and Wiley, so they can get their subscriberships up and make money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing with John Yates and Sherelle's World and Monica and all this other stuff, all of it sounds like high school stuff. Like I couldn't do the whole back and forth. And you were on the phone with me just last week, and now I'm over it. So I just want to see some content. I just want to talk about some reality shows, some celebrity news. But it's like we constantly and then they say people, the ones that talk about this. Oh, here's Evangelist. They say the ones that talk about this stuff, like myself, we're trash for talking about it. But I'm like, you put it out there for us to talk about. So come on now. Evangelist.
Hey, girl. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm hiding my face because I'm out, hyped up on my sleeping pills for the night. So I'm hiding.
So what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
You know what? I was so disgusted last night. It was one of them things where I didn't want to not watch it, but I had to. I just had to hear what she had to say. And when she never mentioned Nosey, I was like, well, what is this about? What's happening right now? And what really disgusted me was the part where they said, where Wiley is not disgusting. He's hilarious. So when he said that he wanted to see Nosey through the webcam and he wanted to be her Kunta Kinte, and they all fell out laughing, but John Yates got the best of him and he thought it was the most hilarious thing. Let me tell y'all something. I wanted to reach through my television and choke the out of that man.
Yeah,
I wanted to choke John Yates to the end of time because it wasn't that funny. First of all, it was, you know what I mean? Like it was a brief little moment, Wiley being Wiley, but John Yates had to turn off his camera, fell out of his seat, turned off his camera, and when he came back, he was still laughing at it. And I thought to myself, now, Monica, why would you align yourself with somebody who thought that a racist slur, even it coming from a black man, is that funny? Exactly. So when y'all were just talking about her and how she doesn't know, her hating herself, I was in the comments like, yeah, she's almost like a little monster. She's not a big monster.
Right.
What you say, Sonny?
I always thought John Yates of JY doesn't care for people.
He doesn't. Nobody would have. There's no way you laugh like that at that.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's no way you laugh like that at that. So, but the rest of it, I don't know. It was weird because, like I said, she never really talked about Nosey. I found it interesting that they played up Nosey, how much Nosey made, because I'm like, Monica, you probably made that much at the highest point of your YouTube career. Like, why is how much Nosey made off of your name any more important than how much you made off of other people's? Like, I don't know. It was weird. I feel like Nosey wasn't.
I was going to say the point. Right, but the person that brought it up the most was JY. He
wanted to talk about Nosey. He wanted to discuss Nosey. Monica wanted to talk about the panel. And she wanted to talk, and Sherelle's World. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to she kept tossing it around to like these other people. And then that one guy, Q, does anybody know who he was?
No.
I've never seen him before.
Me either. So my kiddo says she's big boned and beefy. But I don't know. It was just very odd. I feel like I was in a twilight zone for a minute. I didn't know if I was, had been, dipping in those wet, what. So I didn't know if maybe I had got me a little bit of that stuff that charisma be smoking on. But it was a lot to take in. But at the same time, I felt like I walked away with no information whatsoever.
Right.
And when they said a part 2, I was like, a part 2 of what? Like, what are we even diving back into this for?
Right.
But then I heard Sonny say that they need to pay the bills, so that makes sense.
Right. This is all for John Yates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess John got to pay for the paneling of the garage or whatever it is, the trailer park. I don't know.
You're trying to keep those lights on, honey.
Right, right.
Marcella, she just said, but do people realize this was 3 months ago? And then there are responses with people are not involved. I believe the panel is moving forward. That was a setup to discredit us, do unto others, and money lost. Yeah, I think, she definitely wanted to talk about that panel. And she spent a lot of time talking about Sherelle's world. So I do believe that title was clickbait in regards to Nosey Heaux. Because when you think about it, Monica looks at Nosey Heaux as a little small content creator. So I would feel like Monica's thinking, why do I need to spend time talking about her? I'm not going to talk about her my whole video. Let me just get them to click on this, and then I'm going to talk about who I really want to talk about. That's how she comes off.
Did you say AL's white man dividing black folks? Shaking my head. He is so big.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I always think when I see him up there between people. It's just weird. Like, he comes across like he's just in the middle of stuff. I don't know. I don't trust that man, and I don't even know if it's. I don't know. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. And last night he just seemed like he was creeping. And Monica puts together a very strange group of characters since this whole thing happened. Questionable characters. Like, it's a weird play that she's putting together. And I don't know. I don't know what she's up to, but I've never been a fan of hers. So only reason I watched it was because it said something about Nosey, and I was like, okay, maybe she's about to tell the truth about something.
Right.
But no, she don't never tell the truth about nothing.
Well, she's gonna hashtag Nosey's name, right? Because if you hashtag Nosey, everybody's gonna come over because they want to see what you got to say.
Right. Right.
JY, and I talked about this earlier. JY and Monica have never seen each other. I believe that.
Right.
I don't think she likes him. So she used him, right, to get back at Sherelle the same way that Sherelle used him to get back at Monica.
Right.
The same, he's just being used all across the board, and he feels like he's benefiting from it. When in reality, this man, in my opinion, does not like either one of those women because he don't really care for Black people.
Correct. I do agree with that. It's the whole situation is just weird, and that it goes to show you yet another YouTube relationship that's really all about money, and he's going wherever the money is. That's what it seems like.
Right.
So right now, I guess Monica helped him build up his channel recently, and I don't know. All of it is interesting to me. It's also confusing. Have you guys seen, did Perry or Sherelle address anything that occurred, or they're just sticking to their reality?
I haven't been over there to watch their show.
No, I haven't either.
I don't either. That's why I'm just waiting to see a response. Maybe there will not be a response. Only Monica was the one trying to come with a response because nobody was caring about the tea anymore.
Right.
There was a new queen in town that people was, I guess, worried about, and that was Nosey Heaux.
Right.
Exactly.
Monica wanted to take that attention off of her
because Nosey Heaux actually took 35,000. Well, I guess about maybe 15,000 or maybe 20,000 of her subscribers went straight to Nosey.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why she didn't really want to acknowledge Nosey, because she would have had to acknowledge defeat. She would have had to actually say, okay, yeah, this girl took some of my, subscribers away. She wants to steer this narrative that Nosey didn't do her no harm. Like nothing stopped over here. I kept making money. She didn't touch my bag, when in actuality she did. But in order to keep from going there, she tries to act like Nosey didn't do her no harm, when we all know she did do her harm. She did hurt her bag. And so last night, that's why she didn't bring Nosey up. She didn't talk about her. And then she had, when they did talk about Nosey, it was almost like Nosey could have, I think at some point somebody was like, well, no, all Nosey had to do was shoot you an email and say, hey, I need to get on your panel and share this information about Nicki Minaj and blah, 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 blah. And she was like, yeah, just shoot me an email. And I was thinking, what? Like, what are you talking about?
But I like the way she plays the victim all the time. I didn't really see her message because Nosey's whole thing was what I had put in the we're talking about it. She put in the chat that I have the real information, and she was like, well, I didn't see that. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, girl, you saw it because Nosey's making it clear that you saw it because Bishop mentioned it. So it's like you didn't want to address her.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Monica is the best at, like I said, manipulation and gaslighting. She's the best at that.
Yeah.
And playing the victim.
And I agree with Mackenzie. She said Monica keeps talking about Bojangles contacting her. Anyone who works in corporate knows high-level executives are not emailing Monica. The tweets Bojangles got forced them to make a statement. Yes. So exactly. I definitely don't think that they emailed her telling her to make a statement. And she was like, I told them that they need to say something too. Like, Monica, come on now. They didn't receive backlash from the Black community because Bojangles, most of them are in the South. I know there are some in Maryland as well. But, you know, they didn't want any of that backlash dealing with the All About the Tea situation of Monica. Sonny, did you freeze again? Or is it me? Evangelist, can you see me?
Yeah, I see you.
Okay. So I think Sonny is frozen again. Is that?
She looks cute.
I know. I thought she was looking at something. I'm going to pull you out for a second. And then once you unfreeze, I'll add you back in. Young Rich said, DeMonica saw this mess dying down. The attention was off of her. And the demonic avatar thought, how can I get the spotlight back on me? And she did that junk. It was all a scheme and an okie doke. Yep.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Because she never ever said anything to Nosey when Nosey was on YouTube.
Exactly. I don't think Monica is scared to address Nosey. Because Wonder Woman said, but why not address Nosey? Scared or what? No, I don't think she was scared. I think she just feels like Nosey is beneath her. And she's not going to address her. She used her for the title, but she did not want to talk about her at all. And I think it was because she feels like she's a small content creator. She's small potatoes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Mel MC said, I know Bojangles has an awesome sweet potato pie. Yes, they do. Yes. Wendy said, anyone that can say, go kill yourself, then in the next statement say, I support, I can't deal with. She did. Didn't she say that to Ples, or who did she say that to?
She said, go kill yourself?
It was either Ples, I think it was Ples or Schoolboy. It was someone. Wendy, if you remember, who did she say that to? AL said, I rock with Nosey any day before the Avatar. I can accept abrasive, loud truth and a sneaky master manipulator or manipulative avatar or Rabbit or Wally or JT characters. See? No company is contacting a damn avatar. Correct. I did not believe that. In her story, she sounds like she's just making it up.
But this is the thing. How would they know how to contact her? How do you know how to contact the avatar?
Thank you. Because the only thing she put public was a little text number, but I definitely don't think they were texting her. So Sunny was a meme clutching my pearls. She did look like like she was clutching her pearls. But in Sunny, come back if you can. Monica is the person who will kill your missing cat, then help you look for it. Yep. Sure is.
Not the missing cat.
Yes. Monica is the queen of clickbait. She definitely is. I think she won't address Nosey because she was actually on to something. And hey, Chi-Town, Niger girl. Yes, I feel like I'm skipping comments. Samaya, she is right, evangelist. She said she was going to strike it. I know she said she was going to strike the young lady, the charisma girl.
And then I was confused about Charisma. So were they for Charisma? Because Charisma was live streaming the whole thing. So were they? I didn't understand that.
She said she liked her, but she did not want her streaming her live on her channel. And so she was like, I'm going to strike your channel because it's basically, you know, that's taking away views from her. It looked like he was clutching your pearls.
Oh, I'm having a hot flash right now.
Oh, man.
No, we had a power surge just went out. Welcome to the country.
Yes, but it was a mess. So we have 15 more minutes. It's 103 people in the chat. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 8,000 subscribers. Make sure you also like this chat. Add a comment. At 10:15, we are going live on Sunny's channel. Don't tell me, tell the people with champagne conversations. I don't know what we're talking about, Sunny. I don't know what the topics are, but I'm ready.
Deep questions.
Yeah, Wonder Woman said, come on, y'all really think a corporate giant like Bojangles not going to text an avatar? I love the sarcasm.
I was about to say something about that before we got a power surge.
Go ahead.
So remember when she had the interview with Tanya, she basically said that she reached out to Bojangles to let them know that Bojangles lady was not the avatar and she's being harassed and blah, blah, blah. Last night, she said something completely different, that she said that the Bojangles lady reached out to her. Y'all just dropping that tea. Y'all need to go back and watch that. So it lets you know that she's lying.
Yes.
So she's accessible, though, Sonny, is what I'm hearing you say.
You know, she paints a narrative to whatever makes for everyone else, for her to, you know, look good in everyone else's eyes because she wants to be a victim. And she's, you know, it's woe is me. You know, and I'm always doing the right thing because I'm such a church lady and I'm a good girl and I'm, you know, it's all BS.
Yeah, and that's another thing. She'll curse in 1 minute and then be like, I'm a church lady, which is not, I'm not here to judge her, but it just,
I am, because she judges everybody else.
The switch up is real though. And then, like I said, I couldn't take that prayer, that lady. And she did not like Larry Reed Live, and shout out to him because I like his channel.
Who prayed?
Some lady, Auntie Niece or something. I don't know what her name was, but she went.
Oh, the one lady that came on. Okay, yeah, because she has. That's what I'm saying. She has so many characters in the play last night. I don't. Child, I don't know.
And Wiley like wanted to go in on her. He talked about her wig and her eyebrows and. Yeah,
that's Wiley. He is something else.
He did provide the comedic relief. I'm not gonna lie.
He did. If it wasn't for him, it would have just been, oh my goodness, so dry.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know about the good old avatar of YouTube.
Yes.
She'll never get back those subscribers that she once had, right? Because most of those subscribers now are like, I don't want to watch her because she's an avatar. She's fake. I don't even know who she is. Now I really don't want to watch her because Nosey made it to, you know, this. Why are you watching her? She's not even real. I mean, I have people that come over to my channel. I don't want to watch an avatar. I want to see someone that is like me, or, you know, transparent, real, and vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't give that.
Yeah. I think Nosey made it. She just made this, and she made you question yourself. It was like, why are you watching somebody who's not a real person? Like, it's one thing to watch somebody who's sometimes putting up an avatar. It's, you know, sometimes putting. That's one thing, but this woman has never shown her face. You have no idea what she looks like, and it has nothing to do with her address or any of that. Like that's not what I'm saying, but just who you can't connect to a cartoon. You cannot connect to that. Like there's no personal, there's nothing about her that you can connect to. And so I think, like you said, her the amount of subscribers she once had, those people have gone on to find other people they can connect with. That's what I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was one of them. I used to be a teacup and I had a membership, but when all this went down, like when the panel left and I saw the way that she did each and every panel member and she invited them, she acted like it was almost like one day she's talking to them, their family, the next day she's like, who the hell are you? That's what it seemed. And so when she did that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm unsubscribing. She's not getting my money. I'm not gonna watch her anymore. I couldn't do it. And then I did watch one of her shows after everybody left, and it was just so dry. So I was like, I don't have to worry about this no more.
And it was one thing to watch her shade, like, what are they called? The people who we watch on TV and stuff. It was one thing to watch that, but then when she yelled at players and did the whole I'm shaking right now, that was weird, because it was like all of a sudden she wanted to have emotion. You know what I mean? It was like we were supposed to recognize and respect the fact that she was angry. And I was like, lady, this is a weird moment. And I know that for the people on the panel, it was weird because everybody just like looked, especially players. And I think that was a eye-opening moment for people too, because it was like, okay, wait a minute. We're supposed to understand that you're feeling something, but you're not even a person.
Right.
Exactly.
So yeah, she's done a lot of strange things. And I hope she can recognize that on her journey to, Cartoon Land or wherever she's headed.
Right.
Connect with people, I don't think, and this is my assessment. I feel like I said, she wants to sit high on this throne and hide behind the stuff that she says, because a lot of times, even when I watched her, you would have people in the comments say, "What? How can you call somebody ugly and fat and whatever, but yet you sit behind this avatar and we don't know what you look like?"
Right.
So, and I think she may have lost subscribers because of that. It's like, you're degrading people, but then you won't even show your face. So you're a coward.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's exactly true.
I want to read Make It Make Sense. Hey, Make It Make Sense. He said the lengths she went to hide her identity from day one is disconcerting, to say the least. It's honestly scary, as if she had plans to be unsavory from the beginning, very premeditated. I believe that. Yeah, I definitely believe that. Because when you research her, because I did, when she started to become a mean girl, this is prior to all the panel falling out and all of that, I wanted to know who this lady was. Mm-hmm. And so I did my own little research. I went, looked at Lipstick Alley, because, they dropped T in there. And so that's when I did find the KH name that they're saying she is now. And then it went all the way back to, she used to be a part of another site that kind of like trolled the mob wives, and she just was always hiding her identity, and she seemed like a troll. And so when she made this YouTube channel, she probably went in with that same intent of remaining a troll and trolling people, but on a different platform, a platform where she could be noticed and make money off of it. So. Right. It's a mess, but yeah, if you look up her story, which I think, what's the other one that was researching her that allegedly gave Nosey her information? What's that other account? They released who she was.
Iron Troll.
Iron Troll, yes, Iron Troll. It was almost like Iron Troll and her used to actually work for another like troll website. Whoever is a part of Iron Troll. So she's been doing this for a minute.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not even interesting anymore. It's boring now, but.
Mm-hmm. No, Schoolboy was supposed to be coming back to the.
I follow her on IG. She actually had a COVID scare, or I'm sorry, what do I want to call it? She had a carnival scare. And
carnival scare.
She ended up, I saw today her results came back and she was negative. So that's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
But she's way active on Instagram versus YouTube.
Somebody said, I believe her daughter is Danny Robinson. That's good. I never thought about that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even think they're like close to her daughter.
Whose daughter is Danny Robertson?
Monica's.
Oh,
I don't even want to get into those conspiracy theories.
right. And you know, we can't say it another time now. Y'all know.
Because Danny will pop up. Hey, girl.
Well, you notice I haven't said it.
But we just said it twice. So
I haven't said it at all. But Wendy said, now what I didn't agree with either was someone putting out that school board was yeah. So I didn't agree with that.
yeah.
That is sad. So we have 5 more minutes left. It's 110 people in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Meet us at 10:15 on Sunny's channel. Don't Tell Me, Tell the People for Champagne Conversations. It's me, Sunny, Q, and So Debonair. I don't know if he's joining us tonight.
Debonair will join us. I'm not sure about Q. I messaged him.
Q was just in this chat.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah, he was down there. All right, ladies, I gotta go. I'm gonna go do a wardrobe change.
All right.
See y'all later. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye. So, yes. And Teresa, Monica did exactly what Sherelle said she was doing, harassing her. Exactly. Evangelist coming. I think Evangelist may be coming since she said she has to do a wardrobe change. You don't think so?
Mods. I don't know. She's one of my mods.
Yeah. 3 times and y'all know you're right. So,
my channel is Don't Tell Me, Tell the People.
Yes, it's called Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. That is Sunny's channel. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Do you have any final words, Sunny, for this avatar that we ain't forgot about? I'm still holding you accountable, avatar. You're not the victim. But do you have any final words?
No, like and subscribe to my channel. Yes. Not you all, but to the avatar, since you're sending over your trolls like Queen Tulsa.
That's another one. And this is Sunny's channel. Don't Tell Me, Tell the People. Thank you, Samaya.
So yeah.
It's 10:15. And thank you, Mel MC, for joining me. Yes. Yes. Thanks, Sharon.
On your way out, guys.
Yes. And thank you, Rick Herb, for subscribing to the channel. All right. I'm finna
No. Okay, let me go.
go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy